With the release of the new Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, fans have put together their theories, as per usual with any MCU movie, but today we'll be highlighting some of the stupidest fan theories for the third MCU Spider-Man installment, releasing on December 17th. Here we go. Number 5. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man dies at the start of the movie. New theories are posted on 4chan seemingly by the hour, and a previous leak says that the movie starts with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man swinging through New York City, chased by what is initially a blur. After swinging and webbing his way away from the blur trying to get to safety, the blur finally catches up to him, who is revealed to be the Electro. Here, Electro unmasks him and kills him, before the title reveals, setting the stage for the movie. However, fans quickly took to labeling this theory as one of the worst, as it would not make sense to kill such an awaited character simply to set the stage, and for the ending to follow and imply something as ridiculous as Doc Ock being a caretaker of refugees in a barren wasteland world, a parallel universe. This version of the movie ends horribly and proposes a below-par plot involving Peter opening the multiverse because he feels bad. However, it may be lackluster on the part of the wording of the leaker. One other leaker suggests that after killing Mysterio and being exposed to the public, Peter is in a vulnerable position. One of the Spider-Verse's villains lies to Peter and takes advantage of his visible vulnerability to achieve his own ulterior motives and escape from the prison that Doctor Strange had put them in, which is not a popular theory. Number 4. Spider-Man's identity being revealed is not a major plot point at all, and it is easily restored. Many variations of this theory have popped up every now and then, and it was not taken too well by the general public, and for good reason. Blowing off one of the most unexpected Spider-Man twists ever, and making it one of the biggest letdown teases of comic book movie history does not seem like something Sony or Disney would consider doing. One anonymous leaker suggests that Doctor Strange magic would have been used to convince the whole world of Peter Parker not being Spider-Man, seemingly instantaneous and somewhat comical. Another leaked scene was that a big courtroom scene and cases against Peter Parker would have some results. This comes as one of the worst theories, as the final twist in Spider-Man Far From Home was Mysterio revealing Peter Parker as Spider-Man and being hailed as the national hero by doing so by the Daily Bugle. Number 3. Peter Parker will make a deal with Mephisto to protect himself, which will end up damaging more than helping him. After hearing a lot about Mephisto during the time of WandaVision, he suddenly finds himself back into the mix. In this theory that suggests that Peter Parker will go make the deal with the devil in order to clear his name, and Mephisto agrees to do it. One of the only conditions is that the memories of his friends such as Ned and MJ will also be erased from them ever knowing Peter. He takes a rain check as Doctor Strange asks him to help in the multiverse, cracking open for previous versions of Spider-Man and their villains to fall out. This theory is ruined by the mention of Mephisto, who was highly rumored to appear in WandaVision to such an extent that him not appearing was memed highly and is used as a precedent for fans not believing every leak and theory that comes along the internet. Introducing a character such as Mephisto so out of the blue in the Spider-Man movie, when he could properly fit into the story in future projects, seems like a bad course for Spider-Man movies to take, and one that is hoped by the fans that Sony and Disney will not consider. Number 2. The main villain will be Kraven the Hunter, and no Spider-Verse will happen. This theory certainly breaks unwritten rules by proposing a Spider-Man No Way Home where there is no Spider-Verse. Suggesting that the main villain of the film would be Kraven the Hunter, an iconic Spider-Man villain, it goes as far as to suggest that Happy and Aunt May will be arrested, and the astral version of Doctor Strange will aid Peter in the movie. As Remy and Chef Gusto in Ratatouille and completely disregards all murmurs for a live-action Spider-Verse. Instead, this theorist says that Peter will be an MIT student living alone in an apartment nearing the end of the film. Further theorizing that Alfred Molina will not be playing Dr. Octopus, but rather a senator against proper treatment for being with superhero powers. With Molina seemingly confirming his return and role as Dr. Octopus, the theory did not get enough traction and is absolutely not a certainty. Number 1. Spider-Man will be in prison for the majority of the movie. One theory states that Peter Parker, in the aftermath of his identity reveal, is put in prison as he awaits a trial. There he is trying to dodge multiple attacks on him by inmates, including villains. As he awaits a trial, he simply has no way home. A more obscure theory, this one bodes unlikely and insensible as this restricts a large portion of the movie. Having Spider-Man locked up in prison in a Spider-Man movie seems like a huge barrier for a movie that so many fans expect to be a realization of the Spider-Verse dreams. Given the circumstances, and the fact that Spider-Man ends up being in a very populated place when his identity is revealed, he might go to prison. Using a simple montage of some of his moments in prison, or using prison as a comedic tool, in some way may play. For example, larger, more muscular, and macho inmates being scared and terrified of Peter Parker could work. Regardless, one thing is for sure, prison should not dominate a large portion of this movie. So, what do you guys think? Leave your opinions and theories in the comment section below, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more videos just like this one. See you all next time, thanks.